welcome to today's Just Chopsing Podcast. And with David and myself, we have another return visit from the Autumn Killers this time, plus with an addition of Graeme Hoy, who we didn't meet last time the guys came on. How's Robert and Duncan doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Lots of happened since we last spoke to you. I mean, when we last spoke to you, you were still doing the crowdfunding for your original debut album. Your debut album? That's a bit Welsh, isn't it? Fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely mental.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
In a good way, I hope, Rob.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know?
It's been great getting out gigging again, and especially with Graeme as well. You know, it's been really good. We've had such a good laugh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first time we spoke to you, you hadn't really, well, you had just got Graeme into the band, but you weren't going to tell us who he was.
Yeah,
at the time.
We called him Craig, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
We actually thought he was going to be called Craig. I don't know why. I don't remember where we got that name from, but there we are.
Yeah, we were keeping it under like now here.
Yeah. So, how are you, Graeme?
Yeah,
new boy in the band?
Yeah.
Well, not new, but new to us.
Yeah.
Yes, you must have been with the boys, is it? Getting on 6 months, 7 months?
Yeah, about 6 months now, yeah.
Gotta be, haven't it?
It's got to be longer than that, isn't it?
It's
now?
longer than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's about 8 months.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
It's basically 8 months.
Was it March we started rehearsing?
March or April, I would have said.
March.
Yeah. It's about late March, wasn't it? Something like
That's
that.
about 10 months then.
Yeah, because you were, I mean, we had you on the podcast in April, was it, Dave?
Can't remember. You were number 12, I think, wasn't you?
Right.
Number 12.
We were one of the early ones.
Yeah, it must have been May then, yeah. May, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
When we were still
It's been a mental year for us. Well, a mental 6 months for us since we released the album, because we, you know, with some of the radio stations and some of the reviews we've had, you know, across the board have been amazing. It's just been staggering, to be honest.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, that's good. Yeah, well, Dark Side came out, and then you had a number of gigs which culminated in Planet Rockstock. So how did I go? I must have been mint.
Well, you were there.
That was our best gig to date.
Yeah. That was the highlight of the year. That crowd was just immense. It was. I think that sort of crowd, you know, really brought out our performance as well, because we enjoyed it so much.
Good. It was
Graeme had the best seat in the house.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I had the worst. I was looking at Dave all the time.
Pulling faces at him all the way through the gig.
Yeah, he was. Dreadful.
So you had a very, very busy 2021. So 2022, I can see there's a couple of festivals coming up. So what's happening in 2022 then? Obviously, you've got a new single out as well. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. Social Animals, which is coming out next month. I think our Graeme is doing the video for this one, I think. Yeah. Graeme, are you doing the video? Which we're going to do in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it's another different song off the album, which is just a bit different, you know, to the normal standard sort of rock stuff.
Bit funkier, this one.
Yeah.
Is that
a bit of funk?
Is that coming off your next album, or is it off the last album?
Off the last.
It's off Dark Side.
It is off Dark Side.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I just said that to David. He said it wasn't.
Well, it's because you said it was a new single coming out. It threw me a bit because I said to Terry, they played that at Rockstock.
We did.
I said, I've heard that.
I said, is it off Dark Side then, Dave? And he said, no, it's off their new album they got coming out.
Give it a chance.
When's the new album coming out then?
I can't get the staff, Rob. I can't get the staff.
Next week.
Joe Rogan wouldn't have this problem.
Neither would Seth Rogen.
He's got plenty of other problems, but he wouldn't have this problem.
So is your next gig up in Aberdeen and Jack's, is it, on the 18th?
No, we're actually playing this Saturday.
Oh, cool.
In Birmingham, in the Billy's Lee Rock Club, which is another really good venue.
Oh, good.
Really cool venue.
Yeah, and then the week after we're in Jack's in Aberdeen.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
And what have you got after that then? Because the only other thing I'd seen is Love Rocks, which is on the 24th, 25th of June, where you're joining some good guys here. We got Wayward Sons and Phil Campbell and Scarlet Rebels, who just released a new album last week, so that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else up before that?
Bits and pieces all over the place. We're playing the Smugglers Rampage Festival, which is a bikers festival in April in Ilfracombe, which is going to be
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, we got Fly Fest in the Dragonfly, funny enough, in May.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't seen that on social media yet.
That's 2 days before my birthday, so it'll be sort of birthday celebration. So.
Yeah, cool. Oh, we'll have to
bring presents and stuff like that,
No problem.
And then we got another gig we got in May in Swansea. We're supporting Ramline, I think it's called Ramline.
Ramline.
It's like tribute to Rammstein.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That should be good as well. And what else have we got? We just got
Philly.
There's one in Caerphilly. There's another festival in Caerphilly.
Selfie.
Yeah, Glass the Selfie. And we got one way down in November in Basingstoke, of all places.
Okay.
That's a biker's pub as well. And that's literally a full hour-and-a-half gig, so that should be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You've got the gigs coming in then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird year coming up. Because all the festivals are all booked from last year, so
yeah, everything's rolling over.
It's a bit bits and pieces at the minute, but we're picking up the gigs as we go along quite nicely now, so that's good.
Oh, cracking!
I was talking with Duncan the other day, and we were saying like this year is going to be a bit hit and miss, and next year will just be manic.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you never know, do you?
That is, and but the thing is as well, what you might see this year is where some festivals have rolled over that you guys might not necessarily be booked on because some acts are going to fall off, unfortunately.
Exactly,
Different things. There may be some opportunities coming up, that was happening last year as well.
Yeah, that's it.
We're on the sort of reserve list for a couple of the festivals that we haven't got on this year anyway.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
If anyone falls off the festival, we might get a call. You never know.
Yeah,
that's always the way forward.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Can't fault it.
But definitely next year, I know. I've spoken, and our manager has spoken to quite a few festivals, and they said, obviously, we can't get you on this year, but we'll try and get you on next year.
You're on next year, yeah.
So,
Hopefully things will start getting back to normal, and then
exactly, that's it. You've got to wait for it all to pick back up again and get itself sorted out over the last 2 years that's been missing. Everything's got to catch up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, everything is behind.
I went to Cardiff on Saturday, and I got to be honest, it was like pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So we went to the gatekeeper to watch the rugby. Walked in with our masks on. Nobody else in there was wearing a mask. And we sat down, took the mask off. Everybody up walking around with no masks on. Everybody delivering food with no masks on.
Yeah.
Walking around the town centre, there was nobody with masks on or anything. So it's kind of like either I don't really know what the restrictions are, but whether it's kind of like crack on with it, and if you catch it, you catch it because we've all been boosted now.
It's basically
that's kind of like the mentality.
It's basically crack on with it now.
Yeah.
Like supermarkets and shops.
Yeah,
supermarkets and shops have still got to wear them.
Yeah, and public transport.
No longer. It's all gone now.
Yeah. I still wear a mask in shops and stuff.
I do as well. Yeah.
There's a little shop round the corner from me, and I walk in there with a mask, and there's everyone walking around without masks.
Yeah.
But
but you're asking them for the till.
You daren't say anything to anyone.
And the crash helmet as well, so they definitely can't recognise you.
Well, you never used to be able to walk into a garage with your crash helmet on, and now you can.
Yeah.
At a bank even.
It was weird the first time I went into the bank with a mask on.
Yeah.
That was strange. It was like, I'm not trying to rob you, honest.
You only had a 2-wide bar the claver on. That was a problem.
Well, yeah. And it was 2018 as well. You know,
Right, yeah. And the sawn-off shotgun by the side of it. Yes, there was good stuff coming up then for you boys. Excellent.
Yeah, it's looking good. And of course, start writing the second album as well.
Okay.
We've
I have to be on the...
We've written quite a bit of it, haven't we? And you know,
Yeah.
there's bits and pieces that we got to put together and stuff. But yeah, I think it's going to be even more progressive and
Betterer.
I think what's
That's
that?
definitely Welsh.
And betterer.
Yeah, better. Yeah. I think it'll probably be more keyboards, but heavier.
Okay. You're not going back to the 70s, are you?
Is that some of perhaps Graeme's influence then? No, he's joining the band with his drumming as well. What's your influences, Gray? Are they quite heavy?
I like all sorts of stuff. It's not just heavy things. I like dance. I like ska. I like punk. I like all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Were you in any other bands before, Graeme?
I've been in a few cover bands, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Nothing.
Nothing
original
like
then.
No.
Okay.
So, how are you finding this change then?
Yeah, it's a steep learning curve. It's a steep learning curve, but it's all good fun.
Yeah, I got to be honest. That when we were at the festival, you look cool as a cucumber. He just waltzed on stage. You look so cool and calm, and just like you've been doing it for donkey's years, and there was no, you know, what's going on? Hello, Wembley.
It did seem like that gig was like surreal to.
Yeah, it was. That gig, I tend to get a bit, not nervous, but a bit fizzy.
Yeah.
Before a gig, but that gig it just flowed, man. It was really a real good gig there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it was like over before we started almost.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Flew by on stage. Flew by.
Well, what was good, I don't know whether, I think I mentioned it to Rob, but why you guys might not have known was that in the other room, Bernie Marsden was actually making a live recording for Planet Stock Radio, and he was there. So they were recording Bernie next door, but the room was still rammed and packed. So everybody was in watching you boys instead of going next door and watching Bernie Marsden.
Yeah. We didn't lose any. That was nice, that.
Yeah. It was absolutely rammed in there, wasn't there?
Well, we're preferred to a classic guitarist from Whitesnake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely in my book, because I was in there.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a great festival. Hopefully now you keep working hard and then you can get onto the main stage. That's kind of like where you want to get to, really, you know.
Oh yeah. I think you can tell from our sound. It's a stadium sound. Do you know what I mean? It's not a small sound. It's where we belong is stadiums.
Yeah, or festivals maybe.
Yeah,
festivals. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then we get a wider audience as well then.
Yeah, exactly.
I've found more bands at festivals than I have anywhere else, really. Yeah. It's kind of like you're there eating your bag of chips or whatever and not necessarily listening to a band. You think, bloody hell, who's that? And then you have a wander over then, and that's where you start following them. So, that's happened with me a lot, and I guess it's happened with a lot of other rock punters as well. You know what I mean?
I think with us as well, because we've got such a wide range of influences that give our sound what it is. I think if we were put into the right place with the right people, I think it'll escalate pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But we just need to be in the right place. That's
the right time.
Trying to get that.
Well, that's the same as everyone, isn't it? You know what I mean? But what's this? You got your song in one of these? What is it? A coffee chain or?
Yeah, Zzz's. It's like an Italian restaurant in the UK and Ireland, and our track "Do You Want It" was put on the playlist for the restaurant.
Okay, how many stores have they got?
I think about 20.
Oh, okay.
But so pleased with that. That was done by one of our fans. pushed, who works in ZZ's in Cardiff, I think. She pushed it to the company who deals with the playlist and all that. And well, that was back in November. She pushed it, but eventually, after pestering him, I think she sort of wore him down a bit.
Yeah, but all that stuff takes time, to be honest.
Yeah, it does.
It has to get signed by Jim, and then signed by Joe, and then signed off by Donnie, and then it just takes forever. It's like,
exactly.
But yeah, well done on that anyway, and well done to your fan.
Yeah, great. That's part of it as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? People help and push the music as well. That's all part of it, isn't it? So that's kind of like
with us as well. We're still, as this lineup is still under a year old. So to do what we've done in the last 6 to 8 months, I think is amazing.
Yeah,
we've come from literally nowhere.
Yeah.
Running, haven't we?
Beginning of July, we were only recording the album.
That's what I mean, and to get on Planet Rock as well.
Yeah,
that's what I said to you at the time. That was a hell of an achievement. That was to get on the Planet Rock on our stage, because there's people been at it for a long, long time, banging on that door, and not got there yet. So fair play to you boys. That's really good news. Really good news. Just need to get you up Steelhouse now, don't we? In the mud and the rain.
I was going to say, any chance of getting up the mountain?
It's whether we would go down well in Steelhouse. That's the only thing.
Well, I know you say that, but they've had a lot of, not so much, I don't know what the word is, but diverse bands up there. So I know like Reef have played up there. Hey Hello played up there, which was was that Phil Campbell's, one of Phil Campbell's bands?
Ooh.
It is, isn't it?
No, it was, what's the name on it?
Yeah, but it's
Southall.
Kath Southall, but I thought
it was Ginger Wildart.
No, it was Ginger Wildart, that's it. Yeah, so one of his bands, and that was really, really poppy. Really poppy, that was, do you know what I mean? So they do, they have a lot of blues artists up there and stuff, so they do tend to have, some other sort of sounds up there going as well. I mean, they had Glenn Hughes up there. I don't know what he was doing, playing on his...
didgeridoo
and stuff, yeah.
Oh, that was Rolf Harris on it.
I don't know what... Oh, don't mention him.
Why? Two Little Boys was a classic.
Yeah, I know. I chased after him long enough.
We still haven't had any airplay on Planet Rock, but a lot of people have said to me, you just got to keep plugging away, and they'll eventually pick you up.
Yeah.
Well, who's doing your plug-in anyway?
Well, it's partly to do with our label, because they run like a PR side of the company as well. Okay. So they're doing the plug-in side. Oh,
I saw that. Yeah, are they doing your booking as well?
Yeah. He's taken over the gigs as well. Well, funny enough, we got a chat this week with him about everything and stuff, because our vinyls are turning up next week as well. So
cool. Oh, you haven't had them yet, have you?
No, we've been waiting 6 months.
Oh, what a nightmare!
I know.
It's because there's a national, it's like an international shortage, isn't there?
Of vinyl,
yeah. So they've been struggling in Europe, struggling in the States. Wasn't there some?
Yeah, the fire burnt down. Yeah, in California. Yeah, the fire burnt down. The factory. Yeah. And
I've been talking to a few people in the industry, and some bands have been waiting like 8 or 9 months for their vinyls.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the main factory burnt down, and then there's this massive backlog for 2 years as well, where all these bands have been trying to put everything together.
And isn't there a lack of the actual material for making the vinyl as well? I believe.
Yeah.
And the prices are going up as well. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well, ours jumped up twice.
Yeah.
During the time we ordered it, which was like mental.
Yeah. Materials have just gone through the roof, haven't they? Lots of materials.
I think it'll ease off eventually.
I don't know. I mean, it's going bananas, isn't it, at the moment?
Vinyl has gone completely nuts. It's
and not only vinyl. I mean, if you look at energy prices, food prices, clothing prices, everything's going fucking mad, to be honest.
And if you want a particular guitar, you'll be lucky to get them now.
Yeah.
The ordering times on guitars are ridiculous now.
Yeah, buy a second-hand one. Pay for it, but
it's the only ones I can afford.
It's probably not loads of second-hand ones around because people are selling them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, to pay for their gas bill.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed that mine because they're going up in value, aren't they? A lot because that Gibson I bought. It's only the Les Paul. It's only a studio, but that's almost doubled in value, or doubled to what I paid for it.
Yeah.
What's it worth now, Dave? £4.50.
Well, because I've played it, it's actually worth £3.50.
It must be their new strings you put on it.
It is, yeah. Those early balls rammed them up a bit. But yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. But the good thing is, at least, you've managed to cut some vinyl. I was talking to Terry about it before, and like Buffalo Summer with their record label needed to pre-sell 300 records before they would print them for them.
Yeah.
So because they didn't get the 300 pre-sales, they never made the vinyl.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a bit like a chicken and egg, isn't it? You need to have something to show people sometimes. And I know a lot of these bands are having to do pre-sales and pre-orders and stuff, but it's a bit different when you got something in your hand, isn't it? When you got that in your hand.
The people that did the crowdfunding for us that helped us and backed us get through it are just wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that helped us so much to be able to do what we were able to do in the end. It was brilliant.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
I just feel, personally, I feel a bit bad for the people who have ordered the vinyls and they've had to wait so long, and I've sort of almost run out of excuses to say why it's delayed. It's when we get a few people I talked to a guy who's up in Ebbw Vale, and Roy, his name is, I think, and he's bought a vinyl, and he's messaged me about 20 times asking when it's going to turn up, and I said, Roy, as soon as it turns up, I'll drive up to Ebbw Vale and bring it up to you.
Can't be any fear now, can he?
He said, make sure you sign it first.
Have all the sales been counted already?
No.
Can you jam them all into one day and then pull a Scarlet Rebels off? Get into the top 4?
I don't think quite as many as the Scarlets.
No.
I don't know. I mean, you need to sell it again at the top 40, to be honest.
No, I don't, actually.
Can't be that many.
I don't know, because you said it's downloads and everything goes towards it these days.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, all sorts.
Even streams go towards it.
Yeah.
Spotify streams.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a good idea. It was a good idea what the label done with putting the CDs out for $4.99, the album, to sort of generate more sales. I thought that was a really good idea, and I think that helped really push them into the charts.
Definitely.
Because I bought a copy.
Yeah, I know a few people were moaning about it, but it didn't bother me. I mean, I had pre-ordered it, and then it comes down. Well, because they had pre-ordered it for a tenner, and then they dropped the price to $5 afterwards.
Oh, never.
The true fans, in fairness, bought a second copy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, this is kind of like swings and roundabouts, really, isn't it? So you can have a copy that you can chuck in your car, and then you have a copy that you keep nice then, isn't it? Maybe, I don't know. So
yeah.
Or you get
And then
true fans bought every
formats they did as well was great.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, they bought every colour vinyl, every fucking...
Yeah.
I don't know how they managed to get so many vinyls, to be honest. But I think, saying that though, this album has sort of been their album, the way they've been pushing it, has been for like 6 months or something.
Yeah, they've had a good push, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
They've probably had them on orders for months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of
I mean,
like us, isn't it?
Yeah, that album was finished before we went in the studio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been...
Yeah.
We spoke when we spoke to Wayne. The time it was done, ready, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so they probably had the vinyls ordered then.
Yeah.
But I suppose because they're on the earache as well, they probably got more push to get hold of them anyway.
Yeah.
They just signed the full deal now, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah. It's excellent.
Yeah,
Was it 4 or 5 albums?
Is it that many?
I think so.
Bloody hell, that's good, isn't it?
Well, one of each colour again.
Probably.
they're gonna do the rainbow.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's nice. It's really good to see Welsh bands doing so well.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say,
I've known Wayne for donkey's years. When I was before my last band and stuff, you know, when he was in Void, I'd seen him years ago.
Yeah.
So I know how long Wayne and you know Gary has been doing it. Like, you know, it's good that they've you know finally got some sort of recognition. Like.
Yeah, well, it's nice to be able to have a good team behind you, you know, and then that's really helped. I mean, I know they've worked their socks off, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, especially Wayne. I mean, he hasn't stopped pushing that album.
Oh no, I know.
At all, you know.
Yeah, no, they've done a really good job with it, and the album sounds great. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good album as well. Yeah, it's not just marketing; it's a really good album.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
So, yeah, some good tracks on it.
I have to tap Wayne up to find out where they recorded it. Actually.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember. It's probably in my notes downstairs.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, knowing you.
Yeah, the whole sound of the album is great. You know, even the single these days it's not heavy at all. It's like, you know, really, it's a bit like our track Numbers. Really sort of, you know.
It's a real grower of a song. I mean, the more you listen to it, the more
Really
you like it.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, because the first time I heard it, I thought, oh, that's all right, it's not a bad song. Then I listened to it again, and I thought, oh, actually, that's pretty good. And I listened to it again, and then it's like, oh, I love it. It's just a great, the way it's all structured is just a great song. Like, you know, but it is a real grower on you. Like,
I think from our perspective, it's just a matter of, you know, growing our fan base and you know, getting out there and getting people seeing us.
Yeah.
Get on some good gigs. So if you can get on with like those damn Crows and Scarlet Rebels and some of the other Welsh boys that are doing it, because to be fair to the Crows, they are keen to push homegrown bands through with them, aren't they? You know what I mean? They haven't gone back on with them on the weekend. So I know they've supported them a couple of times. So that's what it's all about. Got to see Nick up a Dragonfly. Let's get you up there, because I couldn't come and see you boys, could I? I was I was isolating. I was so close to Christmas. I was afraid of catching COVID because I had 101 Dalmatians coming over for Christmas dinner, didn't I? So
well, come up in May. You know, it'd be good fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll be there, mate. I'll be there for sure. I have got one question for Graeme.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing Lindsay Hoy on Facebook. Does she happen to be related to by any chance? And is she a singer?
She's not a singer, no.
Okay. So what does Lindsay do then?
She's my ex-wife.
Ah, okay.
See, there's only fans.
It's me putting my foot in it then.
Okay.
Any additions you want to make there, Duncan? Any additions you want to make there?
And she's my girlfriend.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah, swapping her around here.
Ah, okay.
I used to have a band like that.
And she's my sister.
Because didn't I see a photo of her on stage with you? Or was she up just dancing and you were playing the guitar maybe then, was it?
No.
I could have sworn I thought you were playing guitar and she was singing.
No, that's not Lindsay.
Oh, right, I'll take my foot up my mouth then. Goddamn Facebook, it is the devil, isn't it?
Lindsay will sing when she's drunk.
Oh, okay. Oh, I shouldn't have written that down. Never mind, right? Go to the notes. Right, over to you, Ter.
What about you, Rob? What were you saying?
I don't see anyone. Relationships are too much stress for me.
Oh, dear me.
I don't know.
Well, no, I'm not going to explain that.
No, don't, Rob.
Are we talking groupies? Loads of groupies? There was a lot of chicks hanging around you three after the show at Planet Rockstock, in fairness. And I can't imagine they were all there for Doug.
No, there was a fair few.
Yeah. I know I was fangirling as well, but there was quite a few others around there. I think you've done well on the merch as well, didn't you?
Oh,
yeah.
excellent.
Clive Rockstock was nuts on a merch. It was. I think we sold 14 copies of the album.
Good.
About 5 or 6 T-shirts, all sorts.
Brilliant.
It was crazy, absolutely nuts.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really good for us. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And only one cap
Yeah.
reserved.
Yeah.
pay for your petrol anyway.
That's it. That's
Well, you
what
know,
it's about, isn't it? The merch, do you know what I mean? That's kind of like where people make their money, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where the
They
money
make some money.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we've tried to, bring in different things, because we've just bought in like pink T-shirts for like fitted ones for women and stuff, and all different bits and pieces and beanies and it's cool.
Yeah, that's what's
It's where you can make some money, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the only way you're going to make money, isn't it?
That's for sure. Yeah.
You're not going to make money any other way.
Nah, you don't get anything from streaming, so.
No, those days are gone.
I saw something on a report the other day, and it said somebody had 6,000 streams on Spotify, and they got £1.37.
That's not bad.
That's good.
Yeah, excellent. It's ridiculous.
Takes for a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
So much are we on then?
Yeah.
How much are we on, Ter?
We're on. We owe them money, mate.
We still owe them money, do we?
Yeah, we owe them money.
Then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking streaming side stuff. Is you won't make any money unless you're Ed Sheeran or something. Do you know what I mean?
And they trying to change the rules though, and the government going to get involved with that and
I hope so.
Bring something in to try. I'm sure I've seen something, haven't I? On
there's talk, but whether anything will actually happen, I doubt it.
Well, you never know, do you? I mean, we spoke to Mark Christopher Lee from the Pocket Gods, who's pretty active as an activist, if you like.
Yeah.
Trying to get this Spotify all changed,
Mm.
And he did say that they were getting some help from the government now, but I think that was before the partying started.
They forgot about it the next day.
Probably. It was probably they probably had a party, put Spotify on and thought, fuck this, we'll keep this.
Yeah. It's only $9.99. Yeah.
Everybody used Boris's £9.99 subscription. Family,
they're all up in arms at the moment, trying to get Joe Rogan kicked off, and with Neil Young saying he's leaving and Joni Mitchell saying she's leaving, but they're not going to get rid of Joe Rogan, like.
No.
My favourite on that was what's his name? James Blunt said, "If he doesn't leave, I'm going to release new music." That was brilliant.
James Blunt is funny as hell. He's brilliant.
He's great.
Well, Rogan doesn't do himself any favours either,
No.
He made that statement and he said, I love Joni Mitchell. He said, I think Chucky's in Love is a great song. And she didn't even write Chucky's in Love, so.
But I think he's at the stage where he can say whatever the hell he likes, can't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I only started following him because Duncan said he was funny, so I started following him, and he's just hilarious.
James Blunt. Yeah.
James Blunt is hilarious.
Joe Rogan, then.
Yeah, I thought John.
No.
Well, anyway, I saw The Rock was on a podcast the other day.
Yeah.
Which pissed me off a bit because I've been trying to get him for ages.
Yeah.
And while he was on his podcast, he was sat in his living room and he's got this massive statue of not a statue, but it's a skull of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, that's in his office, isn't it?
And they were wondering if it was Stan, if it was the original one. Because the original Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton sold for $32 million in October to an unknown buyer.
Oh.
But they've cleared it up now and they said that it's not actually the real one, it's a plaster cast.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I read that, yeah. Because he said if he had bought it, even though it was $32 million, he would have put it into a museum so everybody could enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he probably could afford to do that, couldn't he? And he the highest paid movie star at the moment in Hollywood.
Probably.
Because he makes so many and they're all so popular, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, he's crazy and the numbers he
Well,
does.
that jungle thing he released recently is a bit
Yeah.
Well, I think his movies are all getting a bit samey, to be honest.
Apart from Jumanji, have you seen them?
They were
Yeah.
excellent.
Oh, Jumanji is a class. They're so good. But I think it's because you got Hart on there and Danny DeVito was in the last one as well, which was awesome. I just thought they were brilliant. The second one was quite good.
What I find quite funny is what I find quite funny is because Fast and Furious has gone a bit downhill now. Apparently, he's recalled.
Or was it Slow and Angry?
What's that?
It's gone to Slow and Angry now, is it?
No, he's recalled The Rock back to the franchise because they had a bit of a. There's a bit of I don't know. There's a bit of animosity between The Rock and Vin Diesel, I think.
Yeah, and Van Diesel.
I thought him and Vin were good mates. I thought they.
No, they don't like each other.
Oh, right, okay.
Van Diesel's just probably jealous, I expect.
I haven't seen number 9 yet. I got to buy it on Blu-ray. I saw Hobbs and Shaw, and I kind of like give up when Hobbs was holding down a helicopter and hanging on with his other arm onto the truck, and I thought he's big, but I don't think he could quite do that, even though he's from Western Samoa. I know he's big and he's done the hacker and everything, but I thought that was a little bit far-fetched. And then apparently number 9 is even more far-fetched. So I don't know what they do in 9.
Yeah, to be honest, I went off it after about 4 because it just started to get even more far-fetched than it was anyway.
Yeah. It went away from
the first one yet.
It was all about the cars. It used to be about the cars, and being a petrolhead, I loved it because it was all about the cars, and you get to see cars that I'm never ever going to be able to afford, and tuned up to whatever. And then they started doing like missions. All of a sudden, they were kind of like they went from robbing trucks to like crashing into submarines and shit, didn't they? So I don't quite know how they developed into that really, or whether they always had those skills, but they just robbed trucks and raced cars for fun.
Can I tell you a story about a nice sports car?
Yeah.
When we done the 105 video, me and Graeme were in a Mustang.
Oh my God.
And the guy who was shooting the video, we said to him, "Oh, do you want to have a drive?" And it was lethal, wasn't it, Gray?
Yeah.
The steering on it was horrendous.
Never.
It was like a big bus with like so much play in the steering wheel. You could literally turn it all the way around and it wouldn't move. It'd go straight line. So the guy says, "Oh yeah, I'll have a go." So we get him in the front and he as I drive him, I stupidly said to him, I said, "Oh, put your foot down." So he put his foot down. We went round this bend.
Didn't he?
Oh yeah, we went around this bend and there was like, those metal fences that they put together in the roads. There was like the gap of one of them. And he literally, what was he doing? About 60, 70, something like that?
About that, yeah. I was in the back of the car and I went around the corner first.
But he literally missed the fence by about that much. And if this car was worth nearly 80 grand.
Yeah.
But
I stood with the owner going, "I hope those weren't my tyres screeching."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We literally went because it was down in St Athens, down at the airfield. We literally went around this hangar, and all you could hear from the distance was.
Should have put some air in them tyres.
Yeah. Well, I got a drive experience that the missus bought me for Christmas in 2019.
Oh, no.
Might have been 2018. It keeps getting rolled over.
Yeah.
So once you bought it, I thought, oh, it's cool because it's a Ford Mustang GT500 drive, and it's like 3 laps. That's all.
Yeah.
So I bought it for my dad for his birthday, and we're both waiting now to have our 3-year-old Christmas and birthday present.
Where is that to?
There's so many you can select from, but my old man, obviously Terry knows him. He's a biker, more so than anything. And he said, "Oh, I don't like changing gears and using clutches and stuff." So I said, "I'm having to go first, and then if you break it, so be it." Do you know what I mean? But then at least let me have a crack in it first. But I think it's a right-hand drive as well.
Ooh.
Should be good.
Might as well just let me drive it, Dave.
Why is that? You'll break it instead.
Left-hand drive, is it?
No, it's a right-hand drive.
Oh, is it? It's a right-hand
Yeah,
drive.
yeah, I'm sure the right-hand drive, because he was a bit worried, and that's why I had to get rid of my automatic car so I could learn how to change gears quick again and double clutch and stuff.
Okay.
I've done the car, Dave, down at Landau. I bought it originally for my father because he'd never really been in a sports car, so he jumped in a Ferrari, a yellow Ferrari. I don't know where you get a yellow Ferrari from, but I thought all Ferraris are red. But he jumps in his yellow Ferrari and goes around, and he came around there and said, "Oh, do you want to have a go?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, go on then." And the only car there was a BMW i8.
Oh, nice.
And I thought, oh, look at this, like, bloody electric car. And so it goes around the track, and it's like, the first bit is just, you're just in the electric pan. It's just like really silent. He goes, "Oh, put your foot down." And oh my God, the acceleration, because it was like the kinetic energy, like a Formula One car. Yeah. And it kicked in. Your head just like shoots back. It's absolutely ridiculous. But starting off, you just can't hear the thing.
Yeah, they're like talky, and they
really quiet.
Yeah, they are really talky, and they.
Oh yeah.
Do they let you screw the tits out of them?
Sort of.
Because I was watching on YouTube, and there was a guy doing the Mustang experience, and he drove off like really slow.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Why ain't he smoking tires on it?" And I was like, "I don't know."
We cost about 500 quid each.
Yeah.
All right, then, guys.
What's funny about that BMW? Because when you hit the pedal, it sounds like a V8. They got a system where as soon as you hit the pedal, like V8 sound comes through the back speakers. Because there's only a 1.6 petrol engine in it.
It's crazy,
it's like rubbish. It's mad.
It's insane. That is insane, I know.
Well, they're doing that with those electric Teslas, aren't they?
Yeah.
With the new ones, they're putting a motor sound in them.
I think they got it really because they're so quiet. You can easily get knocked over by one because you can't come in.
Yeah,
I don't think it's for the pedestrians, though, but
no, it's not.
That's begging to be hacked, there, isn't it?
It's for the
Replace the engine sound with a Messerschmitt sound or something.
Yeah.
Or the crazy frog.
Or an ice cream van.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah. So what's coming up then for the Autumn Killers, apart from all your gigs?
Well, new single coming out 4th of March. Then we'll have another couple of singles coming out, I think.
Yeah. Good.
There will be a remix on the horizon.
We're doing a video up in Birmingham at what's the name of the track? I can't remember the name of the track. The track is called Spin the Wheels, but we're releasing it in conjunction with British Speedway.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So we're trying to, connect it all up with them, and we're going to do like a bit of a performance at the track as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we'll have the bikes going around and maybe us in the middle getting covered in mud.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? That's cool.
Can I borrow your guitar for that shoot, Dave?
No problem. I got a nice white one for you.
Yeah, good.
Oh, that's
All
good.
right, cool.
That
So
is
Social
good, yeah.
Animals is coming out 4th of March.
4th of March.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, have you got a video for it?
Not yet, but there will be.
It was sort of postponed due to weather conditions. But if it's still postponed next week, we got a sort of alternative plan for a video anyway. So,
okay, cool.
And Graeme will get on the case then.
Oh, right, okay.
Hopefully.
All right, cool. All right, then, guys, nice to speak to you all.
Yeah, you have a catch up.
Yeah, Graham's a bit quiet there, watching Netflix on his computer, I think.
Graham's always quiet until he's hitting things.
Yeah.
And then he's not quiet at all.
I'm always really quiet as well.
Yeah, when you're not crying about social media, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
Holy crap.
Are you getting on with that? Because just before we go, we struggle sometimes to get a bit of traction on social media. How are you guys going? I looked at the numbers earlier, 1.7 thousand followers on your actual band page. How's that going? How are you getting traction on that?
Well, it's not too bad. Funny enough, the last couple of days, we've had a lot of people joining our fan group.
Okay,
Quite nice.
Which is nice. But what we've had the last couple of months, we've had more traffic through Twitter than we have anywhere else.
Okay.
And I've started sort of, well, we've started sort of pushing Instagram a bit more as well. Which is starting to get a bit of movement and stuff. And for the first time, we've never used Reels before, but we started using Reels on Instagram, and that generated quite a lot because a lot of people were viewing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I've noticed. I mean, if you put out like stories on Facebook, you'll get more views on a story than you will on a post.
Yeah.
Because
I think videos do get more than photos or anything like that.
Yeah, because if you look at when I look at our analytics on YouTube, we're still getting most of our traction from Facebook, even though it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
If you look in the analytics, it's 90 or about 75% of it's coming through Facebook.
I know we do need to use TikTok a bit more as well, because that's sort of sat by itself, really.
You got to get on TikTok, because that's the only thing I see on there is tits.
TikTok.
That's what it should be called, TikTok. Yeah, I've given up with it. I can't. I don't get it.
Which TikToks are you looking at then?
It's the one Terry gave me. I think he reckons corrupted.
David Googled it and fucking corrected it.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people use TikTok as well, and that seems to be the in thing at the moment. So I think we should try and get a bit more on that. Try and do a few more videos.
You bang links on the video as well, so people can.
Yeah, you can put links on the videos as well. Yeah.
Okay.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I haven't done anything on TikTok for ages. I need to start looking at it.
I think we've only put like one or two videos on there, and what the one video is Graeme dressed as a zombie running on a corridor.
Oh right, yeah.
We were doing a Do You Want It video, which was great fun. It was a great solo, by the way.
That was my real Fender as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful guitar.
It is.
It was really good fun doing that video. It was such a laugh, and the bits with the zombie and all that were sort of last minute. We sort of turned up a rehearsal, and Graeme had his zombie suit, and we just like fucked him out in the rehearsal room, and just chucked it all in the video, and it sort of worked out really well.
Yeah, it's good. That was good. I had a look at it yesterday, and I just pushed it like that, and I stopped it right on Terry. I was crying, absolutely crying.
The solo's actually in sync as well, which is like even more funny.
It took me ages to learn that. All right then, guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
Cool, awesome.
Thanks for checking in with us.
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks so much for having us on again.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks very much.
And maybe next time Graeme will say a bit more. I think David upset him when he started talking about his ex-wife. Either that or Duncan upset him anyway.
No, that's the last time I do any research.
The bloody guitar players.
Bloody social media. Yeah, and hopefully I'll catch you at a show soon. So I'll definitely come up with Dragonfly and catch you at Fly Stock, but I'll see where else you are as well, and hopefully we'll have a pint.
We'll probably have a few more popping up here and there, but I think like Duncan was saying, I think this year is a bit hit and miss. Next year I think it's going to be more of a push for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a new album come out then as well.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, with a bit of luck. All right.
Yeah, cool. Good. All right, lads.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
You guys take care.
Yeah, take care.
Ciao.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you ever really, really want to change your life? Or close your eyes and say goodnight? Does it all seem like a dream? Chained to a computer screen. Behind the mask you